Listen to me closely, because this moment right here might just be the moment your entire life changes. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've lost, what you've faced, or how many times life knocked the breath out of you, but I do know this. There's a titan inside you. And today is the day you unleash it. You weren't born to stay small. You weren't created to live in fear, to shrink back, to doubt your own power. Somewhere along the way, life convinced you that you had limits, that you weren't ready, that you weren't strong enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. But that was a lie. And today we crush every lie that told you to play it safe. Today we wake up the giant that's been sleeping in your spirit, because you don't need permission, you don't need approval. All you need is a decision to rise. You see, a titan isn't just muscle. A titan is mindset, it's identity. It's that unshakable force that says, I won't break, I bend, I bleed, but I don't back down. A titan walks into a storm and says, you picked the wrong one today. A titan doesn't run from fear, they use it. A titan doesn't wait for opportunities, they create them. And the crazy part? You've had this titan inside you all along. It's not something you find, it's something you release. But you've got to choose it. Because average will keep calling you. Comfort will whisper in your ear, stay here, stay safe. But destiny doesn't speak in comfort, it speaks in resistance. Every challenge you faced, it was never meant to destroy you, it was training you. Every setback, that was your sharpening season. You thought you were being buried. No, my friend, you were being planted. And now it's time to rise and show the world what was growing in the dark. You've got dreams. You've got purpose. And yet too many people are walking through life like they're asleep, like they're waiting for a signal, a sign, a savior. But the truth is, the world doesn't need another follower. The world is waiting on you. Your fire, your fight, your story. It's time to stop apologizing for your greatness, stop negotiating with fear, stop waiting for the right moment, because the right moment is now, this breath, this second, today. So what does it take to unleash your inner titan? It takes courage. Not the kind of courage that looks good on social media, the kind that shows up when nobody's watching. It takes sacrifice, it takes discipline. It takes waking up when you don't feel like it, showing up when your body says quit, believing when everything around you screams doubt. It's not flashy, it's not always pretty, but it's real. And real power doesn't beg, it builds. You don't need to become someone else to be powerful. You just need to remember who you are when life tried to make you forget. You were built from storms, forged in pressure. You've already survived the hardest days of your life, and you're still here. Don't waste that survival. Don't let that pain be pointless. Let it drive you. Let it ignite you. Let it wake up the titan who refuses to settle for average, because titans don't talk about it. They become it. They show up when it's hard. They fight when it hurts. And they rise when it seems impossible. You were not designed to fit in. You were born to stand out. You were born to lead. You were born to inspire. And this world desperately needs your fire lit again. So say it with me. No more delay, no more doubt, no more fear. Say it with your chest. Say it with your heart. I will unleash my inner titan today, not tomorrow. Today. Not when it's easy. Today. Not when they approve, but today. Because the world doesn't change when you're ready. It changes when you're willing. And you, my friend, were born to shake the ground you walk on. So go unleash your inner titan and never cage it again. There comes a moment in every person's life where the weight of their silence, the heaviness of their hesitation, and the fear of their potential collide. And in that moment, a choice must be made to keep living caged by limitations, or to finally break free and unleash what has always been inside. That power, that fire, that strength that doesn't come from titles, trophies, or applause, it comes from within. You were not created to live on standby, to walk through life dimmed down, muted, or halfway alive. There is a force inside of you that's been waiting, patiently, quietly, but relentlessly, for the moment you'd stop hiding and start rising. That force is your inner titan. And the time to unleash it is not tomorrow. It's not someday. It's today. Right now. For too long we've been taught to wait, to play it safe, to avoid risks and call it wisdom. But safety has a price, and the price is your potential. The truth is, life is not going to hand you the perfect moment to rise. The calendar won't highlight the day your courage suddenly arrives. It doesn't work like that. You don't need the stars to align. You need to step into your power and start becoming who you were always meant to be. Because your inner titan isn't sleeping, it's suffocating under the weight of your doubt, your excuses, your fear of failure. And the only way to set it free is to stop waiting and start acting. You don't need to know all the answers. You don't have to have a 10-step plan. What you need is a decision. One clear, non-negotiable decision that enough is enough, that average is not your identity, that small is not your size, that settling is not your standard. You need to say with everything in you, I will no longer betray the greatness inside of me just to make other people comfortable. Because the people who rise, the people who shift their lives, change their story, impact the world, they don't wait for approval. They don't wait for clarity. They act from conviction, from calling, from fire. And don't let anyone tell you that you're being too intense or too much. Titans were never meant to blend in. Titans were never designed to walk quietly. You're supposed to disturb the atmosphere. You're meant to shake the ground. Not through ego, but through impact, through action, through authenticity. The inner titan inside of you is not driven by pride, but by purpose. It's that voice that whispers when you're alone, that pull you feel when you're about to settle, that burn you sense every time you imagine a bigger version of yourself. That's not fantasy. That's your real self calling you to rise. There will be fear. Of course there will. Fear is not the enemy. The real enemy is inaction. You can feel the fear and still take the step. You can feel the doubt and still speak your truth. You can be trembling and still decide that today is the day. Because confidence doesn't come before the action. It comes from the action. You become bold by doing bold things. You become strong by facing strong resistance. You become a titan by acting like one, even before you feel like one. So what if people don't understand you? So what if you don't have it all figured out? So what if you fall along the way? Falling is not failure. Staying down is. And if you fall 100 times, rise 101. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them say it's impossible. Because when your inner titan is unleashed, it doesn't need validation, it creates results. It doesn't echo the noise of the world, it speaks with the voice of vision. And that vision has been locked inside you long enough. Today is not about hype, it's about alignment. About stepping into the identity that was always yours. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to strip away the layers of fear, self-doubt, and playing small to reveal what's already inside. You were built for greatness, designed for more. And whether the world sees it or not, it's time for you to believe it and to live it. Because the moment you stop holding back is the moment your real life begins. So breathe deep, stand tall, and don't walk, charge. Run toward your goals, speak with fire, move with intensity. You are no longer the version of yourself that plays it safe. You are no longer just dreaming, you're doing. You are no longer doubting, you're deciding. The titan in you is awake now, and the world better be ready. Fear will visit you, yes, but it was never meant to control you. We often think fear is our enemy, that it's the reason we don't move forward, the reason we hold back, the reason we stay stuck. But that's not the whole truth. Fear is just a signal, a reaction, a whisper from the mind telling you that you're stepping into unknown territory. That's not weakness. That's being human. The real enemy isn't fear. It's what we do when fear arrives. It's the pause, the hesitation, the silence, the excuse, the belief that we have to wait until the fear goes away before we take action. That lie has kept more dreams buried, more potential wasted, and more lives unlived than anything else. Fear doesn't kill dreams. Inaction does. You don't overcome fear by thinking about it. You don't conquer it by hiding from it. You conquer fear by facing it, by stepping into it, by doing the very thing it tells you not to do. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. The fear doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it walks with you. Sometimes it screams louder the closer you get to your breakthrough. But every time you move in spite of it, you strip it of its power. Every time you act anyway, you grow, you evolve, you rise. That's what separates those who only wish from those who win, the ability to act even when fear is in the room. You might feel the shaking hands. You might feel the pounding heart. You might feel your mind trying to talk you out of it. But in that moment, your courage is not measured by how you feel. It's measured by what you do. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the commitment to move forward anyway. It's saying, I see you, fear. I feel you, doubt. But you don't run this show, I do. Because every great life, every great achievement, every bold story starts with a decision to act while fear still exists. Think about it. The most life-changing conversations you'll ever have. You'll be nervous before them. The biggest risks you'll ever take. You'll doubt yourself before you jump. The boldest steps toward your purpose, they'll terrify you at first. And that's okay. That's how you know it matters. That's how you know you're on the edge of something greater. Fear shows up where the growth lives. It's a compass, not a curse. It points you toward the next level of yourself, and if you can stop running from it and start rising through it, you'll begin to unlock a version of yourself that fear never wanted you to meet, but you've got to move. Because inaction is where dreams go to die. It's where talent is wasted. It's where confidence is never born. The longer you wait, the louder fear becomes. The more you hesitate, the deeper the roots of self-doubt grow. You'll start to believe the lies that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, that it's too late. But all of that is just noise. And the only way to silence that noise is through action. Small action. Bold action. Imperfect action. Just take the step. Just make the call. Just start the thing. Because the truth is, motion creates momentum. And momentum creates belief. When you move, you grow. When you act, you learn. When you leap, you find wings you never knew you had. And even if you fall forward. You fall into experience, into resilience, into proof that you are not fragile, you're being forged. Because the only way to become fearless is to keep showing up with the fear. The only way to lead is to walk first, even when your voice shakes and your knees tremble. You don't need a fearless life. You need a faithful one. One that shows up. One that tries again. One that speaks anyway. Acts anyway. Builds anyway. So don't wait for the fear to go away. Don't wait to feel ready. You might wait your whole life for a feeling that was never meant to come. The readiness doesn't come before the action. It comes because of the action. And when you start walking, even trembling, you'll begin to realize you're not as weak as you thought. You'll see that the fear didn't destroy you, it revealed you. You'll understand that it was never your enemy. It was your training ground, your launch pad, your sign that the moment matters. The only thing fear really wants is your pause. Don't give it that. Give it your movement. Give it your roar. Give it your rise. Because every step you take in spite of fear tells the world, I'm not here to be controlled. I'm here to crush limits, build legacy, and unleash the titan within me.